Sorry, not this. I'm talking about something else. Hello? Oh, we've been live for 18 seconds? Holy crap. Um,
So I have no idea what's going on tonight. Everything crashed immediately as soon as it started. In fact, it's barely up. I don't know what's going on. In fact, we're only streaming to Rumble and YouTube because apparently nothing else works.
well, that's always cool. That's the
Yeah, it came up
best.
and was just like, couldn't do it. It's like, okay.
It's like, no. All right. Well, sometimes you just gotta not use things, I guess. I don't see you on YouTube. I mean, on Rumble, bro.
Huh?
I don't see it.
Let's see. I
Well,
don't know. I'm trying to figure out where everything is right now.
I had to reload it. Sometimes you just gotta not
Shoot. Stuff
use
is not
things, I
coming up
guess.
like it's supposed
Okay.
to. Okay.
All right.
I made it.
You
Well,
did
welcome.
make it. And you
We're
made
having
it just
technical
in time to miss
difficulties.
out on all the theatrics and the nonsense.
Let me
Yeah,
guess.
it's like-
Did Rumble decided to act a little stupid today?
Apparently, hit the start button and then everything just nope, it wasn't working.
Rumble,
okay.
Rumble, if some way you guys are hearing this, please fix your stuff. I love you guys, but come on, get it together. I believe in you.
Yeah, not really sure what the heck happened, but we're redoing some stuff real quick. We're at half capacity here.
Hey, it's a thing, man. If you know anything about what is it? Coding, as soon as you fix one thing, another thing breaks. It's awesome. It's the best. I totally recommend it. So yeah.
Funny that you guys should mention about technical issues. I was yesterday. I was watching a wrestling program called JCW, and for the first 30 minutes, they've been having audio issues. First, it was the commentary people who were something was going off about them. Then the microphones, and then the backstage issues, and then the whole audio itself muted itself. It got so bad that so many people are just like, they're like, telling them like, hey, audio, and even the audience, for some reason, they're going like, let's go subtitles or something like that. I can't remember what they were chanting, and I'm all like, man, they're with us, and it took about 30 minutes until finally the show just worked properly, and we're like, thank you.
Well, I don't know what it is, but yeah, sometimes Rumble has issues. It's a coffee night. Because I don't work tomorrow.
A coffee night?
It's coffee night.
Is that not normal?
Pretty sure it's not. Anyway.
I drink coffee at night. I have it with, if I'll have like a dessert, I'll have it with some coffee. Because,
Anyway, so I didn't know that. I thought it was.
I didn't know this wasn't normal. So I don't know what's not normal.
I thought it was not normal. I thought I was weird every time I do it.
Well, you are weird, but not for that.
Well, okay. So this is apparently some game you have listed in a thing to check out. So I figured we'd check it out real quick.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. There's not been a whole lot that happened this week.
Well, a lot of things have happened this week, especially with this one particular game that I just noticed, and I posted it to you guys.
Yeah, so it's like a lot of little stuff happened. There's a great burial. There's a whole thing with Subnautica and their virtue signaling.
Slavery simulation.
Oh, that dude! I heard that got patched to hell though. Like I feel like they did that to rage
They
bait
shouldn't
the
have
internet.
patched it. They
They
should have
did it
just
to
left it as
rage
is.
bait.
I would have had a
No,
lot of
they
fun
they
with
should
that one.
have the balls to just do the thing.
So
What is
that's
this,
here's the
though?
thing. I think that was literally just brilliant marketing, honestly. They did that because it's a tiny little indie game. Nobody hears about most of the indie games that come out. Everybody heard about this one
Yeah,
because it.
but no, yeah, but here's
There
the
we
thing.
go.
Oh my gosh, the dude, that was I was like, oh my gosh, they literally put that.
Yeah, in this game you'll be
Developers
whipping
You know,
described the
just do the
content like
thing.
this.
Make it a thing happen. Have the balls do it, guys.
In
no,
this game, you
no,
will be whipping black people to keep your farm productive. If you whip your black person too much, they will
Watch
die.
you
I'm
die.
like, what?
I think they should have gotten an option where you can pick either the black master or the white master and then just black slaves. That'll
Dude,
throw
you know what?
people.
You should have been able to do that. That would totally be awesome. You can pick whatever color you want for anybody. Like they could be purple,
The
pink,
earth
whatever.
Shoot.
burning down and taking.
Sorry.
Ooh.
So yeah, that actually would have been like the most, I guess, equitable thing ever.
Yeah.
Instead of like having to worry about like, oh no, we switched it now it's the white
Guys.
people who are enslaved. I'm like, I don't care. It's all I kind of like just don't like it in general. It is funny though because it's a troll. But being able to pick anybody is just they've changed it now.
Man, now I
Just,
can.
it's a good
Now it's the people who used to be in the house. I get it.
$1.19
That's
if you
okay.
want it.
Man, they couldn't just. Now I can't do any roots
Uh,
jokes anymore.
But I mean, now you can do sexist jokes. They all look like they're women in bikinis. So
Oh no, they're whipping women now.
yes, you're whipping your women into place. Get your women in order, sir.
Oh, this is even better now. Oh, there's so many
And
jokes
they're,
I
they're
can
all
throw
wearing
there.
they're all wearing bikinis or underpants. It's kind of worse in some ways.
Oh, so this guy basically doubled.
So they did change it.
Yeah.
Look at this negative review. The devs removed all the minority representation. There's
No, but so you didn't see the way that it was at first? At first it literally
no.
was like a white dude and some black people. It was
They
it
should
was
not
pretty
do
like,
it.
oh,
Somebody should just have the balls to do it. Just do it. Just put
They
it
should
out
have.
there.
No,
Put it out there. Forget it exists, or
took out all the
just
black
walk away
characters.
from it and let it simmer out there for the world to
Nevis
deal
account
with,
deserves
and they
nothing
can melt
refunded. The
down
game
over it.
fun, but I cannot recommend this game to anybody. Initially, when I played the game, it had meaning, purpose. But after the latest update, all the drive was removed. I cannot, in good faith, let anyone continue to play this game and be misled by the terrible game. This is the intro and videos of an honest man's work.
Oh
Maybe
my
if the
god!
new update was revered, I would consider rebuying it. Actually, he improved it. The update. Now they're Whitman there, so
Rug pull.
so I'm all like, well, so what's the problem there?
yeah, I know, right? I'm just like
Dennis
I
Power deserves nothing. Refunded my $2.
Oh, please.
it's all it was all just meme stuff though, honestly. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
seriously, this is the only way that people were going to hear about this person's game ever. Like ever in the history of
Nobody would
ever.
have ever seen this.
Hey, and
Yeah.
Riveting gameplay, by the way.
you know
Go
what?
out there and whip your women until they do their job. I don't know if this is
Do
any
your
better.
job.
It's
Make
not
me a
better.
sandwich.
It's
This
so
now
much
needs
worse.
to get into the hand of the feminists on Twitter so they can melt down over it.
Oh my gosh, it's so
Make
much worse.
me a
It's hilarious
sandwich.
how bad this is now. I was just like, oh my
We went
god.
from whipping blacks to now whipping women until they pull the corn out of the ground. I mean,
I
is that any
mean,
better?
Your name is Jesse Kunte Kinte.
Get them, whip them good.
and now they laugh when you hit them. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. It's like a kink farm.
Rihanna,
no.
where's my sandwich?
Oh, that's fantastic. That's
Did I
great.
tell you to stop cleaning the dishes?
Listen, this thing made like $300. Okay, that's
Okay.
the best it could do.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I actually got the
Final
game.
thoughts.
I got the game. So
Today's update.
I feel like they're just it's just again, my thought process is like, look, this is just a marketing thing where they were just like, nobody's ever going to see our game, but if we do this, people will talk about it for at least 20 minutes. So I don't It's so funny.
Yeah, like they straight up pivoted to women on purpose.
Yeah.
That's what the update says.
I recall a joke that I saw online where a guy was going
Uh,
like we cleaned out our only whites, and then the guy apologized and he doubled down and made it worse. Now because I have a nephew, now you can come over to Uncle Tom's Laundry.
Oh no.
And I'm all like, thank you.
listen,
Uh,
apparently to Steam, this is my kind of game.
yeah.
Because it's a
Look
farming
at it.
simulator.
It's the similar games that you've played. Stardew, Prison Architect.
Yep.
Sorry, I was showing this and you couldn't even read it. I don't know why.
We only saw
It's
it
like, here's
outside
the
of
final
where
update.
last patch would give you guys something New Year try before. So they're just rage baiting at this point.
The whole
Oh
thing
my
was a rage
gosh.
bait.
I
Like, I
love
feel
them.
like I should give them the $2 that they need just because this was such excellent bait.
Yeah.
It was. I'm
It made
telling you,
all
man,
the
this
right
was so
people
bait.
upset.
We listened and
This
heard.
was
It
this,
was.
I don't even know how long
Oh,
it
hold
took them
on.
to
Go
code
back
this,
up.
but it's
Hearts and
hilarious.
kisses for your friends and become the best new age plantation.
It's so bad.
It's great.
I love these guys.
This is great. I feel like they deserve like my $2
And the
just because
uwu, man. The uwu. It gets
DDU
me.
just
the
kills.
The
uwu in the
uwu
end.
sends me, my dude.
Yeah.
I have been sent by uwu.
So anyway, so here's a game to check out. That's not that.
All right, let's see.
Dog got
Fine,
the
I
door in the
guess.
dog
We'll move
won't
on.
stop.
Here we go. Here we go.
Let's see, the death spiral. Right. I'm not really a fan.
Kind of looks like. Kind of looks like Blade Runner and something else combined.
Do what?
Kind of looks like Blade Runner meshing with Near Automata as well.
Yeah, what? Definitely has some carriers. Alrighty then.
Okay, well, I mean, the gameplay looks decent enough. I mean, I just it doesn't look like anything new. But it looks good for what it is. I wonder how much they'd be charging for it. I mean, it was the only part that kind of like was like, oh, what could this be? I guess I kind of like need a reason to go and hit things in the face, you know, if because otherwise I'm just like, well, I could just go bang my head against Black Myth Wukong, or I could just go and play a million other hack and slash games. They're starting to kind of all be the same. I don't mean to be ho hum about it, because you know it does look like it's well done. It's just
It didn't show much of a story, so
give me a reason to stay here. I'll turn right back
Yeah,
around, kind of
like-
thing. You know?
you didn't even introduce me into the story or anything. You're just
No, it's just like, look, you can hit
right.
things with a sword. I'm like, yeah, that's not new. Like you
Well-
can always hit things with the sword.
Well, I do like cyberpunk and everything else every once in a while, and punching and all. But yeah, context story, please. If you give me an
Even
interesting story behind why she's doing this and the purpose of it, then you
yeah,
got me. You
I mean,
just like,
even a thin veneer of a story. I play Legend of Zelda, which is never like the deepest of things. I mean, they've tried to get more robust in their storytelling over the years, but I will happily and unironically play Ocarina of Time over and over again. There's
well,
this discovery, there's this lore, there's this world that feels alive. It looks like she's just running around in this dead world and hitting things in the face, and I'm like, that feels lonely and no fun.
thing is though is that with Zelda, there's plenty of like certain moments where you're in that area, and there's always a story behind it.
Yeah.
So I'm giving the benefit of a doubt, and we'll see what they do with the. There's a demo on this or not yet, Zio?
There is not.
Okay, so I'll wait until their demo comes out, and then we'll see what if they added any kind of story or suggestions. But that's in this game, there. But I prefer sticking with the plantation simulation. I like to whip some of the women there to make me a sandwich and to clean dishes and all that.
Well, apparently they don't even dislike it. So they think it's adorable because they giggle. So that's so weird.
Make me a sandwich. Oh, I love you, master. Oh, that
I'm
sounds
just like, oh my gosh, this
okay.
is so much worse.
I am gonna freak myself out just thinking about it.
Oh no, it's so
That would
bad.
have made it so much better too. Like every
Yes,
time you whip, yes, master.
just in the context, it's just even stranger now. Now, instead of a plantation, I'm having a cult already. That's like pulled away from the Latter Day Saints church.
Yeah, exactly,
Oh,
bro.
gee.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
all right, so let's get into some GTA 9.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
GTA 6. GTA 9's never going to be made in my lifetime. GTA 6 might. I don't know.
What are they delaying it again?
No,
Well, right now, this is the budget. The budget is over 1 billion.
Dang.
Like,
from
can you
what I understand,
imagine?
they said they were
This
going to try.
game better be freaking phenomenal.
I
I
am
don't
going
want to listen.
A
to.
bag of raw onions. I swear, it's not going to happen.
Stop it. For fuck's sake. Nobody wants to see you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So one of the things though is the fact that I'm gonna have to make a full pass on this because after a number of things that's been going on, I just don't see it, playable for my own end. I mean, I played 5, it's all right. 4 was fun. 3 was, amazing. So it's like I just don't see it. I don't see it. I think the only people that probably will play this is just people with uh, hoping, for brain rot and stupid stuff. But that's it. I mean,
Oh, everybody's going to play this.
but it's not going to recover
Yeah,
the $1
I
billion
don't know.
though.
For whatever reason, GTA is just one of those things absolutely everybody will play no matter what.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean, I think
When
Nick
it
and
comes
you
to
and I are
like
probably
actually
like
the
the plaid
normies.
sheep in this story. Like we're just not the audience for this. Like sometimes you just have to know when you're the odd one out.
Yeah.
I know that like the GTA has never appealed to me. Although I already just know that I'm weird because I'm a girl who likes video games, so there's already that. But yeah, I think that the numbers have borne out though that GTA is just a thing, and then if we know that normies tend to like it, $1 billion on just the overhead though, that seems a bit that's a bit of a hurdle. I
I have
mean,
a feeling that the normies play it for the same reason I do, and that's not
FOMO,
the story.
like
It's
why?
like I realized something when I was watching a video about fast tracking yourself to like the end of the story of San Andreas. A while, I don't know, it was a short or something a while ago, and it dawned on me that I had no idea what the end of that game actually is, and in fact, I don't even know what the end of 3 is, or 4, or 5 for that matter, because I've never played the game to play the story. I played it enough to get things unlocked. Like in the past, you had to play the story to unlock different parts of the city for the most part, because they would have them blocked off with bridges and stuff, so you couldn't like get to certain things or whatnot. Outside of doing that for GTA, I've never actually played the story. I've just dicked around in it, shot people, stole cars, ran around, used a tank, all that good stuff. As for GTA 5, I've only played GTA 5 online for the most part. So, with Small and Chad and whoever else wants to play. So I'm kind of waiting for a GTA 6 online, because I do kind of enjoy the online component.
Well, knowing that if it gets released, if we recall, there's been some bugs on the first iteration before they fixed it. So I wonder what kind of bugs they're going to be on this one.
I don't know. This thing, it just astounds me that it's going to cost over $1 billion.
That was unexpected. I don't know why, because I'm like, I don't feel like it's necessary. Like, dude, you have an audience baked in already. Just don't do something completely retarded and you're fine. You're golden, you're Gucci. There's no reason to do all of this stuff.
Well, with the Pride Parade that they're trying to release, and
that was funny.
Yeah, I'm like
I don't
wondering
think
how
we're actually trying to. I think that was somebody just rage baiting at this point.
well, you know what? If they do the Pride Parade and there's like options either joining or destroying, you already got two audiences. They're gonna, they're gonna invest it on it. So
yes, it's two very distinct populations, and I find them both hilarious.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh wait, are we? Is it just us?
He's muted. He's muted.
Oh, we're in charge.
Okay, we're in charge. We got power. Ultimate power.
We're in charge. Okay.
All right. So, yeah, with
the dogs are barking. Yes, I guess they are. This is why I have a cat.
Yep.
I've got two cats too, but I love my puppies.
You like your doggo.
Yeah, you have principles,
and
though,
somebody shut it, so they decided they were going to go nuts.
What, dog's going nuts? No. But yeah, I think that's. I mean, they really are banking on everybody and their dog, paying for this game. I guess it's not going to be released on Game Pass or anything when it comes out. Is it just going to be?
Oh, I highly doubt it. I'm sure they're going to do multi-platform release, and they're going to crash every fucking server in the world at the same time as everybody tries to download it on Xbox, PlayStation, and Steam.
Divided by, what is it, $80?
I mean, that's my prediction. That this game is going to easily have over 1 million players day one.
I mean, they'd have to sell like over 12 million at $80 a pop.
Well, they might. $1 billion. I mean, GTA 5 itself, I mean, granted, it's done it over years. It's sold a whole ton. So, GTA 5 sales numbers. If I can type, sells 225 million copies worldwide.
Okay, well, fair enough.
I mean, damn. I have no doubt. I mean, granted, this has been over years, right? Because
this this is over years, and this is not always at full price.
Yeah.
But this is a $10 billion in revenue game, apparently.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
On top of that, because they have things like online shark cards and stuff like that, I'm sure they make bank. I mean, Rockstar, if Rockstar did anything right, it was give you the game of everything. It made it online. And then, that was like all she wrote after that. And then people want to complain about the game of everything when it comes to Crimson Desert.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm baffled that the game does as well as it does, because it seems empty and retarded. But
5 sold 1 billion within 3 days. So if
Wow.
this game is costing over $1 billion, and if
They
it
better
sells
recover those in
anything
3
like
days.
5 does, it will recover all its money within a few days.
If it's good, if it's good, if it's good.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
I don't.
Like,
You know what? The thing is that I don't think it has to be good.
Well,
Honestly. No
yeah,
Twitch.
okay. Oh, simple kidding. Here's the thing. Everything broke. I hit go live, and it literally was like going live, and then boom, everything was just gone. The browser was gone, the live thing was gone, everything was gone. And then I tried bringing it all back, and it's like, you're not authorized to do that. And I'm like, I own the fucking channel. What do you mean I'm not authorized for this? And then it finally would allow me to launch it on 2 spots, and I was like, you know what? That's what it's going to have to be. No Twitch tonight. Sorry. Because it won't let me launch on anything. I'm not sure what was going on.
So long story short, no Twitch.
Yeah,
Um,
no Twitch.
because Zio broke the things.
Yeah.
He tends to break a lot.
Yeah, he does.
You know what? But yeah.
Yeah, it's a man. If it does, then it does. I mean, and the thing is that there's so much FOMO. A lot of people just want to be part of a cultural moment, and we have so few of those now in our current zeitgeist that yeah, I'm thinking it's probably going to sell like gangbusters. Again, I don't understand why, but I am aware that I'm a flag sheep in this story, so you know. It'll be interesting to watch what happens with this. Is it every platform? Is it going to be released on every platform?
Oh, I'm sure it's going to. I don't even know if they've even mentioned what platforms they're going to release on, but I'm sure they're going to multi-platform it.
Can you imagine if they like didn't do Steam or they didn't do no, I'm sure they'll do PlayStation. But if they left out one of the big 3.
Jeez.
Is Epic still a thing?
You imagine that? I don't know if okay, let's see. Grand Theft Auto is confirmed to release on the PS5, Xbox Series X.
What?
Wait, are you serious? There's no official announcement for a launch for PC.
Well, this might be a bit of
Antonino.
What? Potential release 2027, 2028. What?
Well, this might not even hit their 1 billion at all.
Oh
no,
my gosh,
it
why are they
probably
cutting off their
will
feet?
because I don't think GTA really launched on PC, but PC wasn't relevant as much.
That was
in
the different time, my guys. That was not.
That was 2013. So
that's a different world.
Yeah. You already know how much stuff has changed as some people have been switching to PC lately. So,
oh my goodness, I can't believe they're not gonna.
Oh my goodness!
Wow,
that is baffling, my dudes.
And the sad part is they're still probably going to make just as much regardless.
I don't know if it's just as much, but they will. I still think that they'll do pretty well. But they're making.
I guess it depends on what the install base of console players are nowadays.
Yeah.
Because, like Thomas was saying, people have been moving towards the PC stuff.
They really have
a lot. So the console install base might not be as big as it once was. In 2013, Steam was a fledgling still. So.
Yeah. It was still Steam who? Steam what? What do you mean? Full steam ahead? I don't understand. What is this?
And now Steam can literally do nothing and win, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we can take some solace in this, that apparently Take-Two CEO confirms that GTA 6 is over a year behind schedule still.
Holy crap. What?
Yeah, so the entire industry is waiting for this game to launch and are moving around their launch schedules to not be at the same time as GTA 6. The problem is GTA 6 keeps pushing itself back every few months. They're like, yeah, so we're still behind. We're going to have to go. We're not going to make it at the end of this year. And everyone else is just like, oh, good. I can release my game on time then.
I don't understand. What are they doing?
Behind schedule right now.
Do you think it's maybe because they're having some hardware and probably software issues with some of the new console systems that's been getting out?
I don't know.
I doubt that.
because
They
that's
did get hacked,
it-
so there was that.
because these kind of delays normally tells me that they've been testing it through one of the consoles and basically might not come out like how they want it, and you know, and then they're trying to imagine how a PC would be like, and yeah, it's just I think
I
that
don't know,
probably
man. It's really odd. I find this very strange that they're taking this long to launch this game. It just seems like it's beleaguered with problems and they don't have faith in it.
Well, I think that's probably the issue is they don't want to put out
A substandard experience.
yeah. I mean, it's GTA 6 we're talking about. If they don't deliver,
I don't know what that means though.
it's
So
gonna be yeah. They have to deliver, which means they're gonna keep delaying until they are perfect on where they want to be. Although I'm a little salty. There's no PC release talk, guys.
that
I mean,
is
granted, I'm probably not going to play it for the story anyway. I'm just not going to lie about that. I just want to drive around and hit things. But
this is why we can't have nice things, Zio.
yeah,
It's because of
well, it's in
people
a
like
video
you.
game. Unlike some people, I don't go out there and really do it.
Okay, well there is that.
Yeah, I play it on a video game.
Yeah,
okay.
that's very strange that they're still they're delaying it even further.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that it kind of reminds me of and the thing is
Pre-orders
that
did start though.
it just doesn't give me any it didn't just give me any confidence because usually that means that the costs are ramping up at the same time and also that they're not quite sure what they're doing, and then whenever we would see this, at least in the movie industry, that usually meant this movie is being reshot to hell and it's being chopped up in the editing room and they're redoing things and reworking things, and then what you wind up getting is this really ugly patchwork quilt of a mess. So, these delays are very, very odd. Um,
Unless if
Yeah,
unless they did a private test audience and found out they were not satisfied and basically are redoing something.
yeah, and the thing
what
is though, like
price?
sometimes when they do that, it you wind up not hitting everything because the thing is that your changes aren't cohesive. You'll do like a change on one side, but it doesn't necessarily balance or it makes part of the story not make sense. Again, Zio's not playing it for the story, and I think that a good deal of people aren't either. But sometimes it's you may not have noticed, but your brain did sort of thing, and you're like, it's alright. So
Yeah.
but the thing is that this game is so very anticipated. I can't imagine it not doing well. I just don't know if it's going to do as well as they're thinking.
Well,
Um,
I mean, they could be running into like a cyberpunk situation
yeah, Cyberpunk
where
did.
they fully aware that they could cyberpunk themselves, and they don't want to do that. So the bubbles in the bottle looked great in that CGI trailer.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to dial that back for the actual release, though.
yeah.
You know?
Maybe they're just hoping that nobody remembers what they promised in their CGI trailer. I
Oh
guess I don't
no,
know.
everyone remembers. I'm sure everybody remembers. I feel like this
No,
is
no,
gonna be
they're
one
gonna
of those
do
games.
the Shaggy "It wasn't me" sort of thing. They're like, no,
That,
you didn't see it. It wasn't me.
they're gonna be like they're gonna have to like over deliver or something because I feel like they're gonna under deliver. There's gonna be I don't know what to actually think, especially with them pushing it back like maybe another 18 months.
That's crazy, man.
Jeez, it's like every year they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna launch at the end of this year. Blah. And it's like, oh yeah, we're also like another 18 months behind. It's like, what the hell are you guys doing over there?
Yeah.
But anyway, so apparently Stellar Blade's sequel will reportedly not be published for PlayStation or by PlayStation.
Huh.
Huh.
Yeah. The studio is no longer with PlayStation. They have split and will be self-publishing.
Oh. Huh. Okay, well that's interesting.
Which is a good thing. So we
I
don't
guess.
want them to run into the same issues everybody else does when publishing with PlayStation.
They have gotten a little weird, haven't they?
Yes, they have, and it's probably because of the Western devs they keep hiring.
Yeah, dude, man, I love our country, but my goodness, there's something in our culture that's just really toxic to other cultures. We're like, no, you have to take the most retarded of our ideas and implement them into everything that you
Well, that's
do.
fine because they think that their ideas are great for some reason, and then they just get hired out over there. But yeah, so the makers of Stellar Blade have split. They're going to self-publish the sequel, which is going to be great. We'll see how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if the same kind of censorship you can find from Sony is going to be in there or not. But yeah, so Sony probably needs to keep something.
Well,
Sony's not been
holding on
having
to
a good
Bungie.
week.
They're holding on to Bungie, and that's have we done our our weekly search for the floor? Have we
Nah,
found
but it's back here. Don't worry.
it? Oh,
We'll
okay.
get there. We'll get to our weekly search for the floor. So, the Subnautica 2 drama.
Oh god, I mean, look, when I was
We're
watching the video gameplay of it and I was seeing there was literally no fighting in it, I was like, "Why is this game? What is this
Listen,
thing? This looks
3 people
boring."
die in that cinematic they released.
Uh-huh.
Like, just straight up die in it. And I'm just like, yeah, they're still not going to be killing in this game, isn't there? Meanwhile, they're getting slaughtered by these fish that shoot out torpedoes or whatever out, big thorns out of their mouth. But anyway.
I mean, do you have at least like a harpoon or something like that? Can you
Nope.
not fight back at all?
Zero fighting back. So I
I don't understand. It's like, "Here, live the life of an underwater sheep." Like, who wants that? I don't
no,
understand.
this is a survival horror game, if anything.
But you can hit things in
Um,
survival horror games.
well,
What
there's
dude
actually
goes
several
underwater
games where
without
you
at least a
can't
harpoon?
think, so
I'm sorry, people are dying. I'm not gonna go underwater without something I can hit things with. At
but
least a sharp stick.
yeah, the first game was like that. It was very heavily implied that you can't do any damage to anything. It doesn't give you any guns, doesn't give you any harpoons, doesn't give you anything.
Oh,
Uh,
so you're playing as someone
this
who
is the
deserves
reason
to
why
die.
me and Chad never really played it, because I asked him about it at one point. Was like, "Hey, has this ever, you want to play this or something?" And he's like, "Nope, not for me." For me, and it's like, "Well, why?" It's like, "Because I can't punch a leviathan." It's like, "Fair enough, fair enough." So yeah, this game is just that's just how it is. And it turns out I found out because of this. Apparently, in the first one, you actually can knife the leviathan to death,
Mhm.
which I don't think was ever intended, because
Doesn't
the
sound
game
like
made
it.
it very clear you had no way to kill anything, but you had a knife to grab little fish to cook them up and eat them because it's a survival game. Uh, and apparently that can be used to knock a leviathan to death, I guess,
Nice.
somehow. And I was just like, well, I feel like that was not intended from these guys.
Life finds a way.
So they just removed the knife altogether in the second one, and that just
Oh my
fixed the entire
gosh!
issue. And it's a decent game for what it is. I mean,
But
if
what it
you want
is
to
not
sit
worth
there and you
doing.
want to kill the things that are coming after you, 7 Days to Die is your game. Sons of the Forest, which I've never played, I guess is your game. Any other survival game that allows combat is your game. Subnautica is not that game. It was very successful for what it did. It's a pacifist game. You don't have to like it, but it was very good and it was a very successful game.
Yeah,
And the
that's
second
fine.
one's going to follow suit.
I mean, just the statement that he made was just gross. I
Oh,
mean,
it was.
I was just like, "You know what? You should just be quiet. You should just be like, we wanted to just kind of like give you a different perspective, and in a world where you can't fight back, what do you do? Just do that instead of trying to make this virtue signal retarded thing where I'm just like, see, this is why you die. This is how you just this is just like how to die in the ocean in like 2 million different ways.
Well, see, that's no different than how they were when they launched Subnautica 1. Like, they had the same criticism then, too. And for an indie title, it did good. It succeeded. So,
Yeah, but
some
isn't
people,
Subnautica
they
2
just
like vastly more expensive?
do what?
Isn't this game vastly more expensive?
Well, it's the second incarnation years later, so probably. No, I don't know. It's like $29.99. It was actually relatively cheap.
No, I meant to make.
Oh, to make? I don't know actually.
No,
What
Considering
happened?
all of the
They were
drama that went
seeing it so
look,
around when they were trying
successful
to
look.
make
that
it,
Crafton
remember?
wanted to buy it, so they sold it to Crafton because they were kind of done with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did Below Zero, which is kind of like an expansion for the first one. And then the three guys who were over
Be
it were
right
kind
back,
of like
guys.
done,
Mm-hmm.
but Crafton wanted to buy it, so Crafton bought it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they stayed on as kind of like a consultant capacity with it,
Mm-hmm.
with the devs. And one of them was going to remain at the head of the company.
Mm-hmm.
And then Crafton used that against them to make the lawsuit we all talked about a while back.
Yeah.
And then for Crafton to lose said lawsuit because they didn't want to get embarrassed for overpaying for this game, for them to then,
Yeah. It's
sell
all
2
weird.
million copies. So,
It,
um,
I don't know. Like I don't like that guy. He just
yeah, I mean, I don't like him either because he was the same sanctimonious piece of shit
yeah.
during the first one when it was asked because people were saying things the same way and he responded like the exact same way.
He's a
The
snarky,
problem is
self-important douche.
it's a survival game and it's a good enough of a survival game with a horror twist to it. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people love it. I mean, it's not the game for us, but like
Yeah,
like you were saying, we have some things that are just not us. This is one
yeah.
of those games, and it's going to be successful, like the first one.
I
You
feel
know,
like most based people, when it comes to fight or flight, we prefer to at least believe that we have the fight instinct, and not just solely flight and hide and try not to hope the monster doesn't see us. I'm just like, no, I need to be able to hit you at some point because running, I just make sure that I'm just gonna get teeth in my back, and I don't really want to die that way. So, yeah, I need to find something to be able to survive rather than just hoping you pass me by enough times. It's not a good way to survive. It doesn't it sounds impractical. Unless you're able to build stuff. Like if you're able to like a build a refuge and big walls or something like that, but seeing the kind of person that this guy is, it sounds like he wouldn't like walls either.
Oh no, you get walls. You actually get electric walls, so it keeps things away. No, there's things in this game or in the first one that allow you to like, you know, make things go away and stuff and hide. But I mean, to me, the game, I don't know if it really ever had the tag of horror, but it should because that's what it feels like. You're underwater, you're in a submarine, and you've got these giant things that could eat you,
Mhm.
that could just creep up on you out of nowhere and stuff. It's a horror game.
Sounds
And
like it.
you know, not all horror games allow you to pick up a pew pew and use it. This isn't Resident Evil.
Yeah.
So, uh,
But I mean a
you know,
stick at least, like something. So you can at least push things off of you or something.
but well, there's like, um, what are they,
They
like
took away
electric
your tiny little knife.
reflector thingies? Yeah, they did. They took away your knife, and I'm not really that worried about it, to be totally honest.
you know,
Because quite frankly, yeah, when it
yeah.
comes down to it, the fact that I found out you could use your knife, I'm like, that's totally cheating right there. Like that is an exploit. Like they should have. I feel like it should have been patched, and then they never did because I guess they couldn't figure out how to. Because they couldn't code a Leviathan separate from regular fish. Which honestly, I feel like should be an easy thing.
You would think so, but whatever.
You know, if I were
Pessimism
to
is stupid.
if I wanted a submarine simulation, I would just do a Titan simulation. Oh, that joke went over to your heads, guys.
I don't know it.
No, you just want to go. You just want to crush like you can. That's all.
Yeah. I just like to see. I just like to build a submarine and see whether it holds out well, or it just gets imploded.
Oh, dude, that was sad.
Let's see. The
Was
first
that
game,
what was it called? It was called Titan? I thought it was called something
Yeah,
else.
yeah, the sub
no,
was called Titan.
yeah.
Uh, Maybe I'm thinking of the name of the company. I don't remember. I'm terrible with all names though. So, who are you people?
I don't know. No, I just find this to be dumb, to be totally honest. Your pacifist game is doubling down on pacifism. Whoop-de-damn-do, guys. Like, this, when they call people like Grum's a grifter, this is what they're referring to. They may not be smart enough to understand that's what they're referring to, but it's when they're referring to stupid things like this. That was my whole opinion on this. So, your anti-violence game doubles down on anti-violence. Wow, who would thunk it?
So here's the thing. I didn't know anything about it. And that's the thing. I was just like, I heard people talking about Subnautica too. If I didn't know, if Grubbs hadn't said this, I wouldn't know any of this garbage. I wouldn't know that this person is a person I don't want to support. And I think that the game seems like well, I mean, the game didn't really look like it was necessarily for me, but I was like, oh, if it's on sale, maybe I'll see what all the hubbub is about. But now I'm like, oh no, I absolutely don't want to, because I feel like that this sort of douchebaggery cannot help but be inside of the game in some way, shape, or form. So I'm good. I'm all kinds of good. So yeah, I'm thankful, because I'm not that person who keeps their ear to the ground. I honestly don't care who makes a game as long as the game is good. Typically, unless you decide to be this kind of person, in which case I'm like, oh, I don't like you. Yeah, I'm kind of the shut up and sing kind of mindset when it comes to almost all media. I don't want to know the actors. I don't want to know the directors. I don't want to know the producers. I don't want to know any of that stuff. Is thing good and entertaining? And if not, then I don't care.
Anyway, so there was definitely bigger fish to fry when it came to this.
Like what?
The EULA.
Hmm?
So the EULA is one of those things that is why Stop Killing Games exists.
All the content you make for the game, such as but not limited to mods, is not your property but belongs to the company. No. You renounce your right for class action suits. Additionally, you agree to I don't feel like this is actually I don't think this is actually legal.
I mean, I don't think it is either, but
yeah,
at the same time, like, apparently
it's kind of one of
supposed to
those
be
things that
bowler point and
yeah.
normal in a EULA.
There are two sections regulating data collection and privacy. Well, the first one isn't quite concerning. They specifically won't sell your data for a few targeted purposes, but it has enough exploitable loopholes. The second section specifies full data collection, sharing, selling, etc. And the oft-heard refrain, you do not own the game, you only license it. Yeah, see, that I have a problem with that. We don't understand what that means, and nobody really believes that you're leasing a game. That's just not a thing.
Yeah.
Well, every EULA says it is, which is why we need Stop Killing Games.
Yeah.
Anyway, but no, it's really bad. There it is. It doesn't have a fit on the screen.
Oh my
There's
god.
a lot here.
Jeez.
Bro.
Oh.
This just proves pacifists are some of the most obnoxious people in the world.
This here was some of the bigger things to look at. And it's just like, by the way, if you make fan art, we own that. Oh, if you make a mod, we own that too. If you do this, we own that. And it's just like, really, really. It's like, unlucky for them, I've already made AR art with Subnautica too, so they've already dipped their toes in AI for all the anti-AI people out there. Because if they own my fan art, well, they own AI art now. So, there's that too. But yeah, there was also a section where it was talking about how it has access to your game client. Let's see, is that in this one?
I don't know.
Well, you read it.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I don't know. Dude, okay, so I have a superpower where I can read things without really knowing what I just read.
Sounds like you did. Anyway,
sometimes you're dealing with inflection, and sometimes you're dealing with intonation, and sometimes you're just trying to keep your brain on the page.
They reserve the right to remote access the game, whatever that's supposed to mean.
No.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm sorry, you want to remote access the game I'm currently playing?
No.
Sorry, what? Who's
Ooh, boy.
what?
What?
No.
What? What is wrong with these people?
Oh well, yeah. These
This
people
is
just
like Karen maxing, dude.
And I dodged a big bullet.
Oh my gosh. I
Karen
mean,
Mac.
these are the people who don't just want to like be the manager. I mean, talk to the manager. They want to be the manager, and I'm like, wait, no, go away. Why are you so intrusive and interested in what I'm doing? I'm over here living my best life. Go away now. That's not even kind of cool.
I'm trying to find their update real quick because apparently I forgot to put it over here.
Get over here.
Because they have an update. Subnautica 2 Mega Base. That actually looks pretty cool. Anyway, that's not what we're looking for. Because they responded to this EULA, by the way, and it's whatever. Why can I not find it? Oh, you know what? I have it saved.
Stretch.
Let's see. I do have it saved, right? There we go. Bada! Okay, there we go. We got it. So, the Subnautica 2 developers, Unknown Worlds, has responded to the community backlash over that egregious EULA that they released with the game. The studio confirms it will never take action against streamers or content. Oh, yeah, somewhere in there it also said that you're not allowed to stream this, talk about it, or do anything with it without disclosing that you do not work for Crafton. Okay, we're not Crafton employees, by the way. This is our disclosure. Forgot about that bit. Anyway, content creators and will not enforce clauses restricting gameplay, recordings, or monetization. Community representative Sam Dark addresses modding concerns. We will not take actions against player-made mods as long as they follow the few simple rules. Many of us are modders, blah, blah, blah. They're also going to look at the license-only ownership model. The $50 maximum cap on damages. So if you do sue them and go through arbitration, you only get $50 max. And VPN restrictions. So if you want to take their word for it, feel free to do so, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. So I'm confused. How is the studio saying one thing and the publisher saying another, and who supersedes whom?
Crafton has been removed from all mentions of Subnautica 2 as right. Okay,
so
after
are they completely like just divorced from it? They thought that they owned something and now they don't. Like,
that's
how
the thing. I'm not 100% sure because what happened is the judge ruled that Crafton CEO could not have fired all three of them, and his claim for doing so was bogus. Right? He's got to still honor his original agreement. So they've been reinstated. As they were reinstated, Crafton was removed from absolutely everything.
I see.
Like,
That's the part that I'm like,
Crafton, and I don't know what that's supposed to mean. It's like, does Crafton still technically own Unknown Worlds? Like, because if they do, and this is their EULA, because right now we've got Unknown Worlds pretty much going on. It's like, look, guys, we didn't do that one. That one's Crafton, and we promised not to touch, to do those things. But, if Crafton is still in control behind the scenes, are they going to swoop in and go, nah, we saw that?
Yeah, it's I don't know, because the thing is that you can't sorry. I have a cough. So the thing is that you can't, if they force you to hire somebody back that you fired, that doesn't mean that you lose your purchase of the company or whatever it is. Like, so that's the part that's kind of somewhat baffling to me. I don't know if these guys are getting out ahead of their skis. They're like, we won everything. You're like, no. No. You want your jobs back. That's not the same as like we own this thing now because so I
Just
don't
But
know.
this
at the
is
bottom
like
of this, sorry,
sorry.
what was that?
It's
I'm
assumed
sorry, but
self-publishing responsibilities after legal disputes. I I don't I didn't read the judgment, but is that what happened? Did they were they able to dissolve completely and like repurchase their company back or something?
Well, I am looking it up on the thingy here.
jeez, yes, Crafton still owns. Oh,
But
jeez.
it says, yes, Crafton still owns Unknown Worlds, although Crafton was removed from the publishing credits for Subnautica 2. On digital storefronts like Steam and Xbox, the change is cosmetic and does not alter the underlying corporate ownership structure. Okay,
Yeah,
so there we go.
that's what
That's
I
our
thought.
answer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, this just sounds like these guys got like they feel like they won more than they actually did, and I'm like, see, you
Yeah.
guys are stupid, and you should probably stop publishing so
It's
much.
like,
This is how you got in trouble in the first place.
I mean, they're over there, I guess, thinking they can make those decisions. It's like, yeah, that's not your goal, Chief. That's still Crafton's. I mean, you guys
What?
may be put back in charge for the time being, and then Crafton will pay out their bonuses. But eventually, those guys are going to leave the company on their own because, no offense, but that was their original plan. Like the three guys at charge, two of them were already on their way out, and the other one was only there to finish Subnautica 2, according to interviews they have done in the past, right?
Yeah.
So the team who's still there, you're under Crafton's rule for a reason. You still are. But anyway. Yeah. It's just, this thing is so freaking long.
Just
Oh my
reading from
gosh.
some of this tells me that these people, they're just a bunch of Karens running around in this game right now.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. These are the kind of people who okay, so did you
Yeah.
it's it's a bit of a long setup, but
Yeah.
there was this episode of Frasier wherein Frasier and Al get kicked out of a wine club and then decide that they don't need the wine club. They're going to make their own wine club. And the first thing that they do is they sit around and they start making up rules and they get super excited about all the rules. And then we do this and then we can kick these kind of people out. And then at one moment, Niles turns to Fraser and says, I love wine. It's like that. It's like these people who don't really care about the game. They care more about the rules and in what they can enforce on other people than they do sorry, than that they do on actually the game, the gameplay, and the people who would be playing their game and partaking in their entertainment. So that's kind of what this seems like. These are people who just they love making up these rules and these regulations and these things that'll what is it control the fun to quote another television show. Um, they want to make sure that everybody's playing their game correctly and in the way that they want to on their on their specified ways. They're like that kid that that neighborhood kid that like never played with every time they came around to play, you're like, they're gonna add like 200 more rules to everything for no reason.
Listen, this one's a good one. You are
You are
not
not.
allowed to take actions that goes against social norms.
I'm not kidding. This is actually in there.
Uh,
That is that's
it's
great.
like, what is that even supposed to mean? It's just like,
You can't say a they them is not a they them, or
I guess.
I don't
I
know.
mean,
Or
social norm is not
make
affirming
fun of
that, but
somebody and
hey,
call them a they
whatever.
them. You
The
can't say
reality of social norms is to not affirm that, but
yeah.
their of social norms is to affirm it. So,
Yeah.
it's anyway.
Yeah, and I'm just like, what society are you talking about though? Also, are you just assuming everybody is in your Western culture? Because,
Yeah.
yeah, go to Saudi Arabia, see how that works out for you, my dude.
I don't know if the
I
game
believe that their
actually
social
launched
norms
over
are
there.
pretty different. And since they keep calling like Muslim a race for like no reason, you can be like, are you gonna be racist? You know, that'd be fun. It's not a race, okay? It's not Muslim is not a race. It's a religion. But anyway, but yeah, it's just It's
I
very
mean,
fun.
unless you're Schrodinger's Turk, so
I've already told this to Meg, and if I'm thinking who I think it is, then I'm gonna say this once. I'll say this even through X. He is inbred. He is inbred. That means he's not thinking straight
yeah,
anymore.
yeah, they do have a higher chance of retardation over there.
Well, he's
Well,
already
no,
is
it's
already.
actually documented that he's inbred.
Oh
His
yeah, yeah. His cousin, or what was it?
uncle.
His uncle or
Yeah,
grandparents were
yeah,
cousins or something like that.
Yeah, they're first cousins. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. There we go. So
Ergo,
he is actually inbreded. Yeah, we know.
yeah.
I
So
mean, we're like,
I'm
I
just.
guess it's just like he didn't have 6 fingers. So
Well,
well, no, he does have a very small head, though,
he
that
has a
is
small
true.
head. Yeah.
and he has
Oh
an
my gosh.
abnormally slow pace of talking.
Well,
All right.
yeah. It makes him feel better when he shocks the dog. So, Marathon reveals a new PvE mode and big plans for the future because Marathon is now desperate and realized they need those casuals after all. So, all that talk of we don't need numbers and we've got a dedicated hardcore and we got a quality game here is yeah, they need something.
Wow! Oh, the search for the floor.
The search
It
for the floor
continues,
continues
bro.
and
I
still
totally thought
keeps
that like the
going down.
13,000 range
Oh,
would be.
sheesh.
We thought we were at the floor at the 15,000 range. We are not. It continues to go down further.
There's only 9,000. I mean, 9,000 people
Dude,
just playing.
that's not good. That's so bad.
But yeah,
Uh,
Last week it was like 13,000 at this time.
this is
so their
bad.
plan is to make a PvE mode. And I don't know if that's going to be enough to push units because they
You
really need
well,
this number to come back and then some.
yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is though, the thing is that with like Marathon, they do have a whole lot of lore that's going on there. If they just tap into that and give you something to be intrigued about, some mystery to chase instead of just shoot this thing in face. Even if
That
that's the thing, like even if you give me a bare bones story, if you give me any story, I'm here for it, dude. I'm literally here for it. I want to play something. Just don't make it like completely pointless. Otherwise, I could just play Tetris. Um, so that I think that that's kind of one of the problems that they had. And the thing is that this is basically adding like at least twice as much game as there initially was because there's twice as much to do. You have different objectives and they don't feel so circular also. So, I mean, if they're doing it with not just PvE mode, but also like giving you missions and story and like tying in all of the weird dystopian crap that's happening in the game, that could work. I think that it could actually be a boon for them. I think that this could be okay. I think this would intrigue some people. The problem is that they've already kind of become a meme. Um, a lot of people now are just like enjoying, laughing at it. So I don't know if this is really going to do anything. Um, yeah, I don't know if this is going to be enough. Like if they had done this at the beginning, it probably would have given this game way more of a chance. But the thing is that there is a point where it's too late. Like your first impression really matters.
No,
Um
I'm beginning to wonder if what I said was true. Is like they gave no thought to any of the lore. They just made a thing that looked nice because artsy,
I think
and
they did.
then was
Didn't
like, "Oh, shoot, maybe we need to do something."
Cuz like isn't there something to do with like all these okay, I don't know if they went with the lore that's in the original game, but they do have like a lot of subliminal stuff that's happening and all these factions and everything. There is story somewhere in there. It's just doled out to you as a person whose consciousness is kind of barely hanging on because you're a brain in a jar, and you're just like, well, I guess I got nothing better to do. I guess I'm gonna just go run out and fulfill this contract and get wealth of some kind that I, as a brain in a jar, can't use, but sure. But the thing is that there's something to do with like these silkworms, and there was something like in the initial you remember watching the initial cinematic.
Oh yeah,
There
I
was
mean,
clearly like a lot of story and stuff that happened. We're like, what happened? And
well, I
then
mean, it was
it's just
building
like, you take
the
gun, you run,
shells.
and you be in robot skin, you take gun, you run and shoot things, and you get things, and then you get out. Like, that's
Yeah, I
what
still think they should
happened.
have done this like Halo
Yeah,
and made multiplayer a secondary thing.
yeah,
It would have been way better that way, more than
yeah,
likely.
absolutely. It
But yeah,
absolutely would
I
have.
still don't think they did a whole lot in the lore setting. They may have done these things, said it looked cool. We're gonna go with this shell motif and whatnot, and yeah.
Well, don't you remember in the initial one where it's like they kind of have these shell these ghosted shells talking, and they're like kind of talking about their experience and what they can remember, and how they're kind of trying to piece together who they were or what they were. There's this one part where the assassin one, the dude with the basically Marilyn Manson, kind of takes a picture and kind of looks at it and says, "Is this who I was?" And he kind of just does this like wry, self-derisive laugh. I'm like, huh. And then he kind of puts it back down, and they're just all of these things that are like linking to who they were and everything. I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. Is that what you're doing? Are you searching for who you were or what you were or something like that? And you could have like, the system kind of like generate backstory based upon the things that you find, the things that are interesting or something like that. That would actually be kind of interesting to kind of find out who you were, what faction you were part of, or something like that. But so they're like hints towards it. They have somebody somewhere on those teams has an idea of what actually happened. Whether or not they put that in the game, well, they clearly didn't. But there
I
is.
just think that they had a cursory, like scratch the surface kind of lore, but didn't go deeper.
I That's the thing. I on this, I think I disagree, but I think that they did it kind of like what they did with Destiny. With Destiny, it is fed to you piecemeal, or if you want to like read like you'll discover like these like lore codex along the way, and then you can go and like basically read pages and pages of these incidents that happened, these history texts or something like that. And there were these Destiny lore people who would just go around and read all that stuff. So they had all this stuff, but if you didn't go out of your way to read all this crap, you would never know. I like knowing the story. I was like, I ain't reading all that, but I'm sorry that happened for you, or I'm happy for you. Like, I don't, it was too much for me, and it was so lazily done that they didn't integrate it into the game more. And I feel like they probably have the same thing where there's some person on staff who has that kind of that that deep lore idea and all of that stuff, but they just kind of like have it like an inside joke or something like that. Like, they don't have to communicate that to their players, because that is a very Bungie thing to do. But I mean, it doesn't matter whether or not they actually have a story. They didn't tell us, so we don't
Yeah,
care.
that
Like, it
is
doesn't
true.
matter.
I mean, they could have at least gave us like the lusty Argonian maid or something. Jeez. Uh, no, but this is their thing. Apparently, season 2 is on the horizon. We'll be sowing the seeds for a lot of future plans and via content such as Sentinel and Nightmarsh systems and experiments around new play modes. Season 3 be introducing a lot revisions to our early experience, including big updates to Perimeter alongside a new runner shell and additional content. Season 4, we're focusing on building more depth. Yeah, see, they need to do something that's going to bring people back, and I don't know if that's going to do it. I mean, it might bring people back, but it's not going to move. It doesn't seem like it's going to move copies. Like, at least this depth that they're going into is going to, like, bring in the lore to get people to want to play the story mode, right?
Yeah.
That we used to have and things like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, usually the story is what you use to drag people in. That's why they did the initial trailer the way they did it. People were intrigued by what the heck is happening. What is all of this stuff? And then they just drop you in with just shoot other person in face. And I mean, that the thing is that that's in-game stuff after you've played through all of the story and you're kind of bored of it, and you're like kind of still invested, but you just want to stay in this world because you kind of love the world now. You don't develop that world, that love of the world, when they just dump you into an extraction shooter, or at least this kind of extraction shooter, with nothing to go on. You have no history, no nothing. You're just brain in jar.
Bungie and thought that was enough to name or enough to push forward.
And that's the thing that's so weird. I don't understand why they thought that, given again how Destiny went. Like, it's
Well, all I gotta say though is just I really don't know how Marathon is ever gonna bounce this. I mean, if they're gonna do that, they're gonna have to literally crunch up and wait until the long game if they can,
yeah.
because
I don't know if they have the time.
well, that's the problem though. They have to put that time, because if not,
Well, it
then
doesn't matter because it's all they've got now.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, if
that's
yeah,
so
if
sad,
it's
bro. People cried.
Oh, I have no doubt.
Like,
Like
yeah,
Dado.
when they announce the end of WoW, that's going to be like a sad day. Even though I haven't played it in years, I put 17 years into that thing. So I can only imagine for them to go ahead and say, by the way, this is going to be the last update for. Yeah, I mean, well, in reality, they've already put Destiny 2 on the back burner for the most
Yeah,
part. We already know it's practically been in maintenance mode since Marathon came out. So
yeah.
it's just sad to see them, you know, Bungie can't support both of them, and Sony definitely doesn't want to spend more money supporting them both. So
It
yeah,
was just that was like painful to see so many people like
I can
legit hurt by it. I'm like, I'm
I
so
can
sorry.
expect plenty of people logging in for that final day.
Ugh, man.
It's going to be a whole thing across, I'm sure, so social media when it happens. People logging in, people seeing that last bit.
Man, that's just it's so sad. Pero, what do you do? Yeah.
well, I wish well, with
I just
Destiny,
feel bad for the people who really love this game. They a lot of people found a lot of friends this way, and just is
I'm
yeah.
sh- I'm sure they'll pick up some other game to continue on. But yeah, it's sad when you see some game where you actually enjoy it, and I'm talking about a good chunk of people, and just saying goodbye. It's tough. But it's part of life.
Well, I don't understand why Bungie decided that this was the road they wanted to go down, though.
Well,
Like,
that
they have
that
an entire group of fans, for practically PvE.
check who their hires are, Mr. Zio. Check who the people are running it. That should give you the answer to that question.
Well, I mean, even they shouldn't have been this dumb. Because
Well,
you've got Destiny 2 here. This is their thing, and it's a
uh-huh,
PvE experience for the most part.
uh-huh.
And then they shift to a purely PvP game.
Yeah.
And it's like you have an already established fan base. You just made a game not for them and then expected them to just go play it. Like the dumbest of the dumb can look at that and say that's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and
And
that's
you just don't understand what went through anyone's mind to do that instead of making, again, I still think they should have done Marathon like they did Halo, where they made a story and threw multiplayer on there
yeah. I mean, I
and
feel like
brought people into it.
yeah, I mean, I feel like PvP is like the side thing that you do once you're already invested in the game. I mean, to be fair, I am more of a PvE person, but um PvE is something that you can just tack on, and it's not necessarily like the reason to jump in. Anyway, yeah, I just this just seems like I think this might be too little, too late. It just seems like toothpaste all over the sink, and there's no way to get it back in that tube. It's just a mess, and yeah. My hubs, who is kind of coping, um, but he said his theory was that this was Sony's way to clean the house at Bungie. They retain they retain the woke DEI hires that they need to keep Marathon afloat, and then they clear out all of the Destiny woke DEI hires, and then try to get back any of the legacy developers that actually made successful games, and possibly make like D1 cross-platform classic, and then and then maybe they just kind of like start to expand the Destiny universe once again, once they've kind of cleared out the dross, I suppose you could say, from what became of Bungie. Like if you look at the old images of the people who worked at Bungie versus the new images of the they thems that work at Bungie, it's very very you're like, oh, that explains it. Not
Oh
to
yeah.
judge books by their cover, but yeah, them books, man, you know exactly what kind of story's inside, and it's long. So yeah, but I mean, I think it's a little bit of copium, but we'll see. I don't know, but
Maybe. I know they're going to have to trim the fat. Like they have to somewhere. They definitely do because they've already
so
overpaid
much fat.
for Bungie so much. So this shift is to rush out an ending for Destiny 2 and to jumpstart Marathon with PvE offerings. And it might be just too little too late. Like they should have started with that. But anyway.
Yeah, that's my assumption. My gut feeling is that this is probably too late, because Marathon already has the reputation that it does.
Yeah, it's not like you can really. It's not.
You don't get a chance to make a second to make a
Yeah,
second
it
first
doesn't
impression.
get that chance. Like other games do it, and I'm sure they're probably looking at those other games and going, "We can do that." And it's like, but no, the circumstances are always different with all those. Like when Final Fantasy 14 did it, they shut down and then came back in 2 years, right?
Hmm.
And relaunched their game, and it was amazing. Compared to its first incarnation, and they let everyone who was originally there come back for free. They didn't have to rebuy it and all this other stuff. And then when No Man's Sky did it, everybody bought the game, was disappointed, and then No Man's Sky slowly but surely did their thing, or what is the word I'm looking for? Enhanced their product or something. To put it where it should have been originally, and then beyond that, and people naturally came back because they've already bought it. I guess Bungie wants to try and pull a No Man's Sky, but I don't know if they can stay alive long enough to do that. That's the problem. All right, so we'll go on. Nintendo's denied the patent for the Pokeball style capture and release mechanic of touchscreen devices.
I'm sorry, I had to answer an email.
She was dying.
I put up the "be right back" screen. I was like, surely he'll see this.
I'm trying
to be able to afford cat food, people. So
I need puppy food. No, we just got puppy food.
yeah. So like sometimes I'm supposed to be off the clock, but I got an email and I was like, let me respond to this because it's going to be a long weekend and ain't nobody gonna respond until Tuesday.
I'm actually getting a long weekend for a change. It's kind of cool.
You are? What?
Yeah, I
That
know.
doesn't seem right. I feel like that's wrong in the universe. Absolutely not. Somebody done goofed.
Knock on wood just in case, though.
Zio is not allowed.
Yeah, no, seriously. But anyway, so new information is discovered that indicates that Nintendo has been denied a patent for the Pokeball capture device release mechanics for touchscreen devices, which is another one of those patents that they threw at the wall to try and sue Power World over and has been knocked down.
And the great thing is that it was knocked down by Japan. And you're like, well done, Japan. Look at y'all getting a slightly more based and then respecting not abuse of. Bleh. not allowing for abuse of your patent system.
Yeah, that's what I was really afraid of was going to happen. Is they were just going to abuse that, and geez, Nintendo was aggressive with it. Like it was like what 30, 40 some different patents, and it was like three main patents. They were all just variations of the same patent, hoping something would go through.
Yeah, it's
It
crazy.
was just like Nintendo, you shouldn't be allowed to own the capture a monster mechanic. That's just I'm just glad that everything still keeps swatting them down and Power World is still going forward with no issues.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not even interested in playing Pal World, but I just
I'm rooting for them.
yeah, I respect it, like, look, this is kind of just the way that it goes. This should push you to innovate more, because the thing is that when you come up with an idea, yeah, you're going to get cannibalized. That's what happens. That is what's going to happen with AI also. You have to continue laying golden eggs. Like that's just what happens. People are going to start cooking with yours though. Once they see what you've done and once they see what you've made, it's like the person who made the first smartphone wasn't able to be like, nobody else can make a smartphone.
Could
No.
you imagine if they did?
Well, yeah, and the thing is that this is the way that you get innovation though, because the person who made that smartphone had to now make another thing because the world keeps going and other people were like, "Well, I'll make a smartphone and I'll make something that's slightly different than your smartphone." And he's like, "Oh yeah?
Well,
Well, I'll build an even bigger smartphone." And that's
when it comes down to it, I know you can't do that, right? But at the same time, I feel like that somebody somewhere like had this agreement uh, when it came to like early tablets and stuff, to where only Apple was the only one to have a good tablet because there was no reason for the Android tablets to be as bad as they were. Like I was looking at them, looking at their specs and everything. I'm like, why can you not put just a little bit more memory in this thing?
well,
Like,
were the
what
prices
what is your
comparable?
problem? Like the only thing that keeps you from beating Apple right now is the fact that it takes forever for me to just swipe on an Android tablet because there's not enough fucking RAM in the freaking tablet. They were running like with 512 megabytes of RAM or 214 megabytes of RAM.
Yeah, but did you get like a Hisense or something like that?
Why? Do what?
What brand did you get? Did you get like a Hisense or did you get like
Oh, this was
Samsung or
all
something?
Android tablets. In the early days, I used to work in the electronics department of Kmart.
Mhm.
So I spend my time looking at specs at
Mhm.
various different tablets and stuff. And
Nerd.
Apple doesn't like to give out their specs
Yeah,
and whatnot, but people pretty much know what they were
I
doing and
hate
stuff.
Apple. I hate them so much.
But it's like every Android device just could not put enough RAM in their freaking system to save their
Mm.
life. And I was wondering, and I got to the point that I'm just, I now have a conspiracy theory that there was a concerted effort to screw Android over on purpose and install Apple as the dominant product by doing that. Because there's no reason for them to have not done it. All
Mhm.
you had to do was put at least 1 gig of RAM in the damn thing. 1 gig at least. They couldn't even do that. So you're over here and you swipe, and it takes it like 3 seconds to catch up so you can swipe again because there's just not enough memory there for it to do the thing.
Yeah.
Now they're better these days. I'm
Yeah.
sure they're way better now because it doesn't matter. But back
Yeah.
then, I felt like it was some kind of concerted effort to just force Apple to be the default, and it became the default for the most part. But
Well, I think that also they're really, I mean, sorry. The one of the things that was the best about Apple was that all of their software and their hardware was so cohesive because they were so proprietary. So everything worked together seamlessly in all of their things.
oh yeah, of
Also,
course,
they had
Apple
these
do.
premium prices for everything. So like I'm like, well, yeah, but I mean, um this is almost as much as a car, so I mean, back then when you could buy
Yeah,
a car for under $2,000, now you'd
Yeah.
have problems but you could still get to work, so
Yeah.
That was the before times.
It's just one of those things I remember looking at and just like, why can't you guys put a little bit more RAM in there? Just come on, guys.
Well, that was also like because it was like, well, yeah,
Laziness.
because this tablet costs you $37 and a sandwich, as opposed to the Apple one, which costs you like $1,500, and that's
Laziness.
without the upgrades.
Laziness.
But anyway, so Ubisoft has announced a record 1.3 billion operating loss for its
I got the
full
perfect song
year.
for that actually.
Net
That
bookings dropped
face,
to
man.
1743, 1.5 billion impacted by underwhelming game launches and development delays. So you're telling me Assassin's Creed Shadow didn't do that well, guys? You know, the thing that we said it didn't do. I feel like this is like the second time we've had to relearn that.
Hmm.
I I feel badly though. Like there are so many people who are held captive, so many artisans and technicians, etc., who are held captive by these terrible decisions that are being made by higher ups. Putting woke people in positions of power is just it's not just detrimental for them. And you kind of do glory in the fact that they're receiving their comeuppance and that the scales are balanced and all seems right with the world, bad things happening to bad people and all that. But also there are a lot of people who are under those people that are, having a bad day, and I'm just like, I'm very sorry. Your collateral
Man,
damage isn't necessarily like particularly funny. I'm not laughing at you for, definitely going to be losing your job, but also you did work for Satan, so there's that. But
yeah. This, all I gotta say though is that I don't know if they keep dropping so badly. I'm sure someone's gonna buy the company, and I'm hoping it's somebody that's competent or at least was passionate by the old days of Ubisoft before they went stupid. Which I'm hoping. But if not, then I'll buy it for $1, and I'll run it a lot better than whoever's running it right now. I mean, I played 1 through 4, and along with some of the other side stuff, but that's how far I went.
well, it's
Um,
just they don't know their audiences anymore.
I can read the audience
Well, they
well enough.
think they know their audience because they're wanting to make for the modern audience that doesn't exist.
Well, they don't know who their actual audience is. They know who they want their audience to be, but that's not who their audience is, like
If I don't know, if I were to make a new let's see, another Assassin's Creed. I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna do one about the Aztecs and Mayans myself because I know their somewhat of their history, of their bloody history, and some of the villagers right there.
mhm.
And of course, I'll paint the conquistadors in a positive light.
Glado based. I
Yeah,
had to say it
I
exactly like that.
and make the priest look the big evil priest like just like they just want to continue sacrificing for some greater good and all that junk. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, that's what I'm gonna do, and redesign some of the places there, and if I wanted to do an expansion or DLC, I'll do the Incas over what happened to them, probably involving some beyond comprehension stuff.
Well,
And basketball.
Yep.
well, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, the thing is that the problem that they had really wasn't the time period that they chose. I mean, if they had chosen an actual samurai or someone who actually would have been a decent shinobi, it would have been fine. Well, yeah, probably not a samurai because actually that's the opposite of an assassin. They would have considered that to be dishonorable.
Yeah,
So you would have had to have been a shinobi or a
you
ronin or
know,
something like that. But
Hmm.
the thing is that like people were excited about going to Japan in this era, but they decided to use big black this big black dude who can't sneak around in freaking Assassin's Creed, and then a girl who is supposed to be like this great fighter, and I'm just like, that's not okay.
it's
Yeah.
like if you made this Tenchu stealth assassin game, it put a samurai in it.
Yeah.
Ooh, Yep.
Yeah.
It's the same
gigantic
thing, guys.
We already done that before. You know, you don't need to dip onto the same well. But if I were to do Mayans, it would actually be a guy that's not that tall and would basically is able to sneak around, kill a few other royal Mayans that are considered abusive and dangerous, and then that one Mayan who is left for dead sometime into the story uh, meets up with the conquistadors, and from there the conquistadors give him better weapons,
I
and
mean, isn't the next one supposed to be uh, the witch trials or something? Like
You're
they're gonna
kidding,
make
right?
her a witch?
That's a joke,
no,
right?
please
No,
no,
it's Assassin's Creed Hex, I believe, where
get
it's going to take
out,
place during the witch trials.
get
You haven't
out,
heard yet? Okay, so yeah,
no.
Assassin's Creed Hex. It's going to be the next Assassin's Creed game. Takes place during the Salem witch trials. Your main protagonist, guess what? It's a chick, and there's going to be mystical magic stuff that happens as well. And yeah, it's going to go over great, guys.
Bleh,
Yeah, it's gonna
bleh.
be fantastic. This is
Man,
all the reasons Chad hated Assassin's Creed after like the second game.
Oh my gosh, he's not lying. I totally thought he
Uh,
was joshing us. I thought he was
I'm
pulling that
gonna
oh, are
Verbo
you
vomit.
thing.
looking it up because you think I'm messing?
Yeah, it's kinda like AI at this point because you're like, "I don't know if that's really true anymore." And so I was like, "That sounds so retarded." It sounds like something that, like, my brother would say that was, like, just on the edge of reasonable, but it just passes it, you know? It's like a not the B article or something like that. No, this is actually true. Oh
I'm
my
gonna
gosh.
vomit. Bleh.
It's a real thing.
No way. No actual way.
Let's see.
Bro.
Being part of the Animus Hub. There it goes. One of the
Why?
darkest series. Yeah, this
Why?
game is expected to be one of the darkest series entries yet, set during the witch trials.
If
Oh, the
yeah,
Holy
okay.
Roman? Okay, maybe they moved it then. It's not Salem now.
In the
When
Holy
I first
Roman
heard about
Empire.
it, I thought it was
Oh,
dealing with
okay.
the whole
Uh,
or
Of course, the
the
witches are gonna be good, and the
yeah,
the
this
the
is
Roman
stupid.
yeah.
Catholics are supposed to be
I thought it
evil.
was supposed to be during the Salem witch trials, but if it's dealing with Rome, then that's a little further
I
back.
I I I
I think that's
I
the
do admit I'm slightly less offended since they're not making Protestants the bad guys, but because the Roman Catholics were more political and,
yeah.
little bit more, like, over the edge. But, I mean, yeah, the witch trials in general were terrible, but, I mean, also, they didn't kill as many people as people like to
Well,
think that they did.
the thing though is that they had at least I would say half of the villagers either were charged with various conspiracies of being a witch or being part of a witch, and some of them ended up being executed for that to the point uh, where they had a leader, I believe, step in
Mhm.
and stop all of this. And it all started with a little girl by the name of Abigail Williams. Oh, nice hearts. Of Abigail Williams, who
Aw.
basically uh, all because she couldn't get her man, who was already married, decided to start accusing everybody, even the man's wife, of witchcraft, even though she herself was learning from Tituba. I
That
mean, I
sounds about right. This is something that women do.
yeah, and here's the irony of it all. No, and here's the most messed up thing I would say. Let me strike back. That's Here's the most messed up thing. Abigail Williams was 12.
What?
Yeah, she was 12 years old, and she was wanting a dude that was old enough to be her dad, and she couldn't get him. And next thing you know, she began this psycho thing and caused at least half of the villagers getting executed, and then she disappeared with no repercussions at all.
Ah, so it sounds like real life or
Yeah,
modern
And
day.
that's the thing that, like, and the interesting thing is the projection there, you know? She
yeah,
accuses other people of the things that she herself was doing, so that was
yeah.
yep,
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. There is nothing new under the sun.
Anyway, I can't believe you guys hadn't heard about Codename X yet.
Well, I'm sorry. After Shadows, I was kind of done. So
yeah,
I'm sure it will eventually dominate the headlines at some point, so you hear about it eventually. But yeah, just so you guys know, there's one about witches coming up down the pipeline.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be kind of like tinged, kind of like I feel like the You guys remember? Did you play BioShock Infinite?
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's kind of like the whole thing is just tinged with this really ugly feeling of like just underlying hatred and grotesqueness, and there's people like constantly proselytizing with their, with their very loud their loud religious zealotry about how we got to push out the evil, or in some sort of accent that they'll presume is like hickified of some sort, the accent of the evil psychopath or something like that. And it's just going to be caricature, I believe. And it's tiresome, honestly. It actually is. I'm kind of over the whole subvert my expectations and Christendom is the worst thing ever.
Yeah, didn't the last Far Cry do the same thing or something?
I don't remember. Probably it's not new. It's not new. It's actually old
over religious or over religious something and other, and then people got mad because they didn't make this Trump connection or something, and they got all upset about it. And
yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, I think they're gonna do that with this, and yeah, and then the people who actually are accused of witches, some of them actually wind up being witches, and witchcraft is portrayed as actually being benevolent and good, and you'll probably be siding with the witches. So yeah.
Yeah, probably. But listen, if we put her under the water, if she, doesn't come back up, I mean, she wasn't a witch and she's good. Right?
And you just go, sorry. Our bad.
Yeah, that's how that goes. So let's see. So apparently Gary Newman, creator of Rust and Gary's mod, just got banned from Face Punch. What is Face Punch again?
I don't know.
Face Punch, let me look up.
The forums that discuss his games. Oh, okay. It's the forums that discuss his games. I guess.
British.
Booted him because he refused to condone and disavow his co-workers and friends over anti-immigration sentiment.
Oh,
really? Is that what we're doing now?
Okay, hey, I got this here. It's a British video game developer and publisher headquartered in Birmingham, England. Not surprise. The company is known for most of its sandbox video games, Garry's Mod, Survival. Face Punch is currently developing Sandbox, which is regarded as spiritual successor to Garry's Mod. So yeah, I'm not surprised where they are and the why.
Let's see. Moderators and the forum users pressured him to publicly condemn or distance himself from these views. He refused. So he's standing up with standing with one of his friends, and not gonna throw them under the bus because they believe in something different than him. I guess, like
pretty much
normal person.
Normal? That's not allowed. You have to be part of the revolution, sir. You have to be on the right side of history.
Multiple moderators pronounced banning him in quick succession. A wall of bans pile on. Note the Facepunk forum was started by many of the former mods who worked for him. He closed the original forums because of politics, and now politics have come for him. Okay, so he apparently, I guess they had a forum, it got closed, they made a new one, he was in it, they kicked him out because he won't say they've got bad views and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Oh, you cue us a river, guys.
He won't say the line, guys. He won't say the line.
He won't say the line. Say the line, Gary. Say the line.
Or what was it, like that scene out of Seinfeld where Kramer was doing the march for gay rights, but he wouldn't wear the rainbow
he wouldn't wear
rainbow ribbon, and they were like, why don't you want to wear the ribbon? He's like, just don't want to wear the ribbon. I'm marching with you guys. Oh, I'm all for it. And they're like, they force him, and they wind up like beating him up and kicking him out, and it's crazy. And I was like, we laughed at this at one time.
We did.
But
it was hilarious.
The thing is that we saw the trajectory, and we're like, surely it won't go this far. My
then it
gosh.
did.
I make jokes again, guys.
Like we used to joke about that kind of stuff, but now it's a reality. So if you don't say the line, they kick you out. Anyway, so another one bites the dust. Quantic Dream is shutting down the servers of its game Spellcaster Chronicles, which lasted
What
only
game?
83 days. It's
Ugh,
another Concord.
dang.
Yeah, Spellcaster Chronicles. And the sad part is, it sounded like it might. It kind of sounded like it'd be something I would like to play.
See, the thing
Because
is, I think that these people need to stop making live service games. They just do. Like, if you're not big enough and you don't have enough of a backing, you shouldn't start off making a live service game. Make a
no,
game that is
I
single
shouldn't.
player. It's just an experience, and then you don't have to worry about like shutting down if it doesn't do well. Just move on. Just put out the game and then move on with your life. But it sounds like they're setting up these games that require constant maintenance and everything, and it just sounds like a bad idea.
Let's see,
Um,
Spellcaster.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not a live service game, but I mean,
Oh, it is. It is.
oh, then that
Oh
kind of
no.
seems retarded. Like unless you know that you're going to do so well that you're going to be able to maintain keeping these people on in perpetuity, this just seems like a bad idea. Like, I
Casters.
didn't even know this. I hadn't even heard of this game. I mean, granted, my ear isn't like directly to the ground, but I
Shit, I
never
can't
heard
even
of
find
this.
it on Steam.
I didn't know it even existed.
Yeah, and I'm like, what is spelled when it said the Quantic Dream? I'm like, who? Shutting down the servers for its game Spellcasters Chronicles. What? And
So was it even on Steam?
I don't know. I
This
don't know
game
what
took
this
years
is.
to make, by the way.
Well, no, it was on Steam because Steam's charts showed it peaked at 88.
Well, I can't get it to come up. Oh,
Well,
wait.
maybe
Yeah,
they
you're
removed
right.
it.
You're right. I got it up here, which means it was on Steam. It's no longer available on Steam. You can't even look at it. I wanted to see what it.
Oh, yeah, there's a little note at the top. This app has been retired and is no longer available on the Steam store.
Yeah.
Antonio.
I was wanting to look for the trailer, that's on the store page. Just so I could
YouTube,
look
my
at it,
guy.
because it's a parent, it's a live service game that deals with spell slinging, and I'm just like, that sounds straight up my alley. And I missed it somehow.
Yeah, well, I mean, you certainly missed it
Not
now.
not that
You
I
can't get it.
not that I would have been able to play it anyway, considering the numbers that are here that we're looking at. I mean, there's like 16 people playing it right now
How? Alright, let's
because
see
they
this.
already had it downloaded. I assume anyone who has it downloaded still has access to it until the server's officially shut down, which will be June 19th. So,
Oof.
Sad.
You fool again.
Oh, well, this is a beta. This is a beta. I shouldn't judge it based on this beta, but it's got 6 playable characters and it's a 3v3. It's not a whole lot of diversity there for you to pick from. What is this, Summoner?
Yeah, it looks like it's summoning of some sort. I don't know.
Yeah, like there was an old game called like Summoner or something where you essentially like summon things.
This is very confusing, though. I don't know what's happening.
I don't either. Awakening Mighty Titans. I also don't like the music. It doesn't really want me. It doesn't make me want to play it.
No. It does make me want to get on a jungle cruise, though. Possibly contract malaria. But
you're gonna
yeah.
come back with malaria. Yep, that's how it was. But yeah, this game came and went. It's Quantic Dream's game. Quantic Dream I have heard in the past.
I mean, it just look. You can't like we're really tired. We
They're
have live
French.
service fatigue, guys. Stop it. Just seriously, you have to
This
stop
is
it.
why I've heard it before.
What? Were they the ones on Hunter's Gathering?
Oh, that's why I've heard Quantum Dream before. Look at that very last one down there.
Dustborn. Oh!
Oh!
I knew I've heard their names somewhere before. I just couldn't figure out in what connection to what it was.
Holy crap.
Under the label Spotlight by Quantic Dream, Dustborn. Why am I not surprised? Let's see. Star Warsy lips to be determined. Okay. Detroit Become Human. Really? All right. Beyond Two Souls. Heavy Rain. Is Quantic Dream really that?
Yep.
Company?
Yep. That it's yeah.
Okay. I knew
Well,
I
unless
knew
here's the thing. I
but
think there's it depends on who is directing the game in question, because of the games, I would say Heavy Rain and Detroit Becoming Human, they were the same same director who did
well, yeah,
those
and they were
games.
Well,
people
they were
who
both they were
loved
both
those
in
games.
concert with Sony Interactive Entertainment, though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they
Sony
were.
was like, "Yeah, we're not going to do stupid things.
Yeah.
Not with our money, sir."
Not with our money. I don't know about that. Have you seen their acquisition of Bungie and how that
Well,
went?
no. See, this was in the before times.
Oh yeah,
was
you're right.
before the
This is
panic.
the before times. But yeah, so this game is yeah, you can play for free right now. Okay, never mind. You can play for free. It was a freemium game.
That's so sad.
Patch number 7, 2 days ago.
Bro,
It's like, listen, if you
so
come and
here's my
explore
thing.
pre-purchased now.
Here's my thing. It's not that this is done badly. It's that what you did is not worth doing. I think I'm going to be saying this so much in the future in these upcoming offerings that we're getting. It is not that what you technically did was technically wrong. It was just that it wasn't something that you should have done. You did a great job polishing the turds, but we're going to flush them because they're turds and that's what you do with them. What you spent all that time doing was not worth doing. So, I mean, this is kind of what we've got here. We've got people who are making terrible decisions and then they're wasting all of this time, all these people's time and their money and their energy and their creativity on things that are never going to go anywhere. And it's really frustrating because somebody did a lot of work on this stuff. Look, I mean, this is not my design style. This is not something I would choose, but there is probably a market for that in a different type of game. These are clearly creative people who thought of things and whatever. But this was never going to go well. It doesn't matter. Like, we're tired of hero shooters. Did you not know, my guy? This was not going to go well.
Listen, it took them like 7 or 8 years to make this game too.
Ugh.
But that's the sad part. Though, this is what you got.
They also didn't market it very well. Like, if you're going to spend this long on a game and nobody knows that it's coming out, unless this was just like you and your buddies in your basement doing something for the lulz, this sounds like, again, bad decision making. These are just people who make bad decisions and drive things into the ground.
Yeah,
and then why aren't people playing games anymore?
It's like, just don't anymore, guys. There's no reason to make a live service game at this point. Stop it. Stop it now.
Not unless you have something that is going to be so unique and gets a lot of people interested in it. And we just don't have that right now, especially not for like a hero shooter or something like that. I mean, we had Marvel Rivals, but the thing is that you're dealing with a previously existing IP and a huge roster of characters that people already know and love. This is a
modern audience them.
Yeah. Yes, and you didn't modern audience them. And the thing is that you've got two things going for you. You've got attractive characters and you've got your baked in audience. So with those two powers combined, you have the platypus of a game that's going to do well. But when you have something like this, where you have these characters nobody's heard of, are moderately interesting, but you have no reason, you have nothing to link you to them. Well, why is this different than any other of the myriad hero shooters? And the thing is that the ones that are being played the most, even Fortnite, they just drag in other IPs to kind of like bolster their sales. Like, oh, sales have dropped off. Let's bring in The Simpsons. Oh, sales have dropped off. Family Guy, sales have dropped off. Let's bring in Star Wars. You know, like anything that they can do, they'll just bring in things to just kind of try to cannibalize further off of pre-existing IPs. If you don't have that going for you, my dude, you're going to have a problem. You're starting from a deficit. People are tired of these games, and there are other games that are already doing this, and they're doing this better with pre-existing audiences. What are you going to bring to this that's super new? And the answer is like, look, there's so much that's already been done over the years when it comes to move sets and skills and things like that. There's not a whole lot that's like new under the sun. You have to give people a reason to do something and log in to stop doing the thing that they were doing and to do the thing that you want them to do. And there just wasn't a reason given in this that I saw, and I was like, yeah, these are differently designed things, but so are all these other things. They're not so different that I'm just like, what? Like, no. And I'm not even I'm not even like mad or being like, oh, it was super woke and deserved to die. No, it was just like this was just a dumb decision that was made. Just you clearly wasted a lot of time and money on a bad idea again.
Yep, that seems to be the story of everybody's lives lately. Make a live service, shut it down in 2 weeks, 3
Yeah.
weeks, maybe ride it out because you have Sony, pumping money into you. I don't know.
Well, the all-time peak was at 888. Can you just go to max? Ooh. So it never overcame its first day. People played it that day and were like, "Nah, we're good."
Yeah, it was 3 months
Dang.
ago.
Dang, that just dropped right off a cliff, didn't it?
Straight into the gutter and never could recover.
Yeah. Well, at least they found the floor, unlike another game.
They found a floor. Listen, they have found the floor for 3 fucking months here.
Yeah, and you see they bounced on the floor, right? Like
Yeah,
they
they
hit the floor and they
bounced.
bounced. And now they're like, "Oh yeah," and then
down.
they decided we're shutting down, so now nobody's playing it. But yeah. That's the abyss of despair though.
Alrighty, so it is that time of the night.
Holy crap.
Where we get ready to go.
All right.
We've done everything. We talked about all the stuff.
We did. We talked about all of the things.
We did. And of course, links for everybody is in the description down below if you want to go see them do things.
Well,
or you could be Meg, who hasn't done anything in 29 days because she's working too much.
She is. Yeah, that's kind of why I had to kind of like keep on muting myself and putting up my be right back screen because I'm like, people are emailing me. I'm off right now. So, yeah. So I hope to be coming back soon. Within next month, I should be back in June, unless something crazy happens. But trying to keep me and my cat fed, it's super important. So yeah, but I do look forward to coming back. Probably in early June, and yeah, we'll probably. I'm thinking I'll probably just pick up with another Legend of Zelda game. I haven't played Twilight Princess, the HD version, all the way through. I think I started it and then stopped it because I don't know, life happened or something. That's what I do, like as a person. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. I will be back, but yeah, just right now it's been a little bit crazy. But yeah, I so loved this game. This game was so cute. It was just charming. And I don't think I died once. I came close, but I never died.
Swore you
That's it. That's the end of my story. I'm sorry. I don't have more to say other than I'm not playing right now. But I will be back. I promise. Nick, hand off. Go, man. Go.
Okay. So basically, doing BioShock. My third stream is actually going to be on Thursday.
How did I miss the second stream?
Second stream was already.
I was at work. That's why.
Yeah, you weren't working that day, but nerd. Anyways, the second stream was very interesting over the aspect that I died a lot of times because of Big Daddies.
Oh no.
They were very they're the ones that launch grenades at you.
Oh no.
So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of
Don't
death
mess
in
with
this
Big
one, but
Daddy.
no. But you'll see how I managed to get the three sisters, and I had a very inconvenient enemy to deal with, among other things, and also, um, let's see. Oh yeah, this announcement. Around mid June, I'm actually going to do a let's play for Mega Man Legends. It's just going to be exclusively for Rumble.
Oh, cool.
I'm not gonna do it in YouTube. YouTube is being poopy. Uh, I'm planning to finish one of the games that I'm playing silently, just to slowly kill off any connection with YouTube and focus on Rumble. Because I'm starting to see Rumble as far better potential with getting the views that I'm looking for,
Mm-hmm.
and at the same time, to be able to freely express with all the music without getting a copyright slash, not
Yeah.
strike, just a copyright claim because of freaking
Oh
music.
no.
Yeah, yeah,
Guys,
Está muerto.
yeah. Trust me, I die a lot in this one. Big Daddies here are very unforgivable, and I don't even have any kind of um what do you call that again? Uh, that a very specific bullets that I need. So I die a lot here,
Mm.
but nonetheless, I was able to get through it. I'm hoping to be able to beat this game. Uh, Hopefully with the speed that I'm going, and at the same time trying to get all of the little sisters and such. I'm not doing 100%, just trying to get all the little sisters, which is already a big task ahead. It's a big pain in the butt. That the nail gun on that enemy is very unforgiving. It's like one hit on that thing and it eats your health really quick.
I mean, to be
Uh,
fair, that's
yeah,
that's
yeah, it's a big old nail gun, not like one of those little cheap little things. It's like like thick thing that'll kill you. So I'm
you
switching
should run
around
up and
between.
just beat him with a.
Yeah, I'm going with shotguns and like machine guns, shotguns, machine guns, like shocking it, just trying to whittle its weight. And look at it throwing grenades at me. That should have killed me right there, to be quite honest.
Yeah,
And I'm
I
on the
think it was
move,
just
like,
far enough behind you.
yeah,
no,
there you go,
no.
there you
I
go.
saw it happening. I was like, no, he's gonna. Oh no.
Yeah, you should see how many times I died there and started to laugh because of the nonsense that I had to deal with. But I'm all like, it's but for the little sisters and content, mostly the little sisters.
I'll save you, Becky. You
No,
should
but
name them all.
I'm thinking of naming each of them that I keep getting, but for now, just dealing with that. But mid June, Mega Man Legends. That one I'm gonna do it at a slow pace, like any other Let's Play. And once I'm done with this game, I'm probably gonna stream either Bully or some other game. I'm trying to think of what other game I can do.
Dude, you're like close to death. No, no. Oh, you got him. Wait,
No,
was that
no,
the guy? No, that's
no,
not it.
no,
Yeah,
those are
he's
just
about to
enemies right
die.
Yeah,
there.
I know. I was like, wait a minute. No, that's not the big boy.
No,
Oh no, we did again.
there's so many
Backspace.
enemies, and at the same time, I don't even have the ability to force the Big Daddy to support me until like at least probably halfway through this stream is when I finally got the help. And right there, I'm just explaining what the gene swap does.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to finally get that specific thing that I was looking for, and you have no idea how useful that ability is with telling the Big Daddy to kill anybody that's in the way. But too bad it only is temporary, or until you hit it, because once that happens, then it goes back to normal. But my goodness, like
Just
those
stick
enemies
with
are
the
easy to kill.
shotgun.
Yeah, they're easy to kill with the shotgun, but the Big Daddies, on the other hand, you need either grenade or a special kind of bullet, armor piercing bullet. There we go, armor piercing bullet.
That one guy took care of the mind.
Yep.
Just walked right on top of it.
Yeah.
Boom.
He
Yep.
yearned for the mine.
Yeah. But there I made a joke about renaming this game
Get
to
him!
biohack.
Oh
I'm trying to rename this game Biohack because I hack a lot in this game.
no!
Like I hack every machine that I see because I need the help.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't that like what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, but it's just like it takes away the purpose of what Bioshock is. But I'm like whatever, and I look at it, I'm like, oh, I'm broke. Oh well, time to time to die again. I
You're
died
running
so
out of
many
ammo
times.
too.
Huh? Yeah. Well, I got other ammo, but some of the other ammo is no good, and I have to check each time if a little sister's there because if not, then I have to wait until he summons the little sister. But later in the game they'll show you the process of how those big daddies become what they are, and it's very very sad.
Oh!
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
well, I'll
so
be
Dude, this is like
streaming.
watching me play Jack 2 at this point, and I'm just like, "Oh,
yeah,
I know the death loop."
yeah,
We'll sit
just
here and watch this death loop over and over again.
Yeah, or you just sit
yeah.
there and just like you just like you settle back further in your chair and you're just like, "This is just my life right now. It's fine. It's
No,
fine. I'm
no,
just
for
gonna
me, I'm
die."
just laughing through the whole way because of how many times I died and the absurdity of these big daddies. They're like the toughest enemies, while everybody else either shotgun or you shock them and then you just blast their brains out, and that's it. These guys are just, yeah, I almost got him.
That thing's chicken. No, you blew it up in the air.
I got
Why?
lucky. That
Yeah,
was a
that
lucky
was
shot.
good.
No, dude, you're supposed to tell us that it's skill. It'd be like, "Yeah, I'm just good like that."
Nah,
Yeah,
nah, I'm
that's
honest
what
about
happens.
myself. I'm honest about myself in the stream.
I'm skilled like that. Don't worry, I can do it. Anyway, I will be playing probably more Final Fantasy Tactics, to be totally honest. So, well, that's what I'm playing right now. We're playing that.
Alright, well, keep Meg alive. That's all I
Oh,
care
I'm
about.
trying. I'm trying.
I remember last time you were like, "Meg's gonna die." I was like, "No! Keep Meg alive!"
Listen, Meg's still alive, and Doodle died, so I had Doodle down for a hot second, and there was I made the best tactical move I think I've made in a hot minute. Like it was so like 4D chest piece maneuver. It was great. So what happened is dude needed to die, and
Mhm,
his other dude was going to electrocute me, right? Or
mhm,
actually, I think it was fire, and it was going to kill my guy. So I took my guy, stood him next to his guy,
mhm.
and it was like, we're going to hug it out, and we're both going to die. So his guy casted the spell, and it hit him, killed him, hit me, killed me, hit his guy who casted the spell and brought him to like 5 HP. And since the condition was to take him out, I won the battle. And I was like, that's how it's done. But yeah, that also happened to be the battle that or not Meg, but Doodle went down, and because we ended the battle before Doodle crystallized, we still have Doodle, so it's all good. Yeah, I stream Monday and Wednesdays, and then the Fridays thing. So you can come join that. Links, of course, it's right here on this channel.
Cool, cool, cool.
Anyway, with all that.
What time did you say?
Oh yeah, it's 8 p.m. Eastern time. My bad.
Did you
I
say what
forget.
time
I have
you're
time.
streaming, Nick?
I'll announce it on Tuesday because I'm trying to figure out the time frame for that one.
Okie dokie.
Yep.
Well, I will be traveling to Kansas to visit family anyway on Thursday, so, yeah. Oh, I might not be be able to, stream. I'll try, but, if so, it will have to be via potato because
Okay, that's
yeah,
fine.
I'll be in literally Nowheresville, Kansas.
Oh goodness, good luck with
Ye
that.
yeah. Hey, it's a lovely town. It's far nicer than this place. Like, people help you there, but also everybody, like, knows your business. It's very strange. I'm just like, "Oh, so, like, Mayberry wasn't just, like, a television show? That was, like, a real ethos that was happening at
Yeah,
some point
it's
in the world."
happens out in the small towns. Anyway, with all that, we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Laters.